Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Golden Sheltie Podcast. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Dakota, and today we're going to be talking about handler tips and, just tips that we have for new handlers, or even if you're an older handler in the community, just some tips we have.
Yeah.
And to start it off, we're going to say always go at your dog's pace.
Yes. Yeah. I think a lot of people want to like rush and go fast and push. And that's the
Definitely.
hard part, because you can see your dog like doing really well. Um,
Hmm.
but unfortunately, especially if you're working with a younger dog who has to go through so many life stages, like fear periods, adolescence, and like all
Yep.
that jazz. It's really easy to push your dog and burn them out or flood them. And then you don't have like a long, I don't want to say long lasting dog. That sounds terrible, but um, like a long work life. There we go. That's better.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
they won't enjoy work as much. I feel like they'd
yeah.
work, but they wouldn't enjoy it or have fun.
Yeah.
And that's sad because, we want
Mhm.
our dogs to have fun while they're working. It's about, like, I feel like the happier the dog is working, the longer they last
Mhm. Mhm.
in the job, not in general.
No, no, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard to, especially if you're just owner training like on your own. I was kind of guilty of this myself. Like I was trying to go a little bit faster and I would have to tell myself like, no, we need to go back and we need to do this and it was really hard. It's not
Yeah.
easy. I think because I see people wanting to do like service dog consultations and like I want to take my dog everywhere. And I tell them and even if they are true like handlers that are gonna, go in the program, I tell them like this is not easy. Like this is the most difficult thing ever. And
Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat it. It's hard. Like it's hard.
It really is. I see a lot of people who just want to do it to get their dogs places too. And it's like, it's
Mm.
not a one, two, three. I say, bam, your dog's a service dog, and that's the end of it. Like, no, it's a whole entire process.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Long, long process.
it took us a year of training to actually get Pluto into Disney. Like
Hmm.
inside. Like it took November, I think, yeah, November it'll be a year. And
Wow.
yeah, and like I was really bummed because my original plan was to take him for his birthday, his first year, his whatever. And he was just having issues with like the horses and like not super good with like character training and like I
Yeah.
felt awful because I'm like, that was my goal. I wanted to do that. I can't believe I can't do
Aw.
that. And I just my husband and like some of my service dog trainer friends were like, he's not ready for it. Like it's okay. Like we're gonna get there. We're just not ready now.
Yeah.
And so it took me so it was August, September. So took me two more months to or sorry, 3 more months to get him, into Disney. And you know what? I'm actually glad we waited the year. Um so because, or I should say because, I'm glad because, like I took my time and I got him to where I needed him to be. And, you know, yes, he was still a little iffy, around the characters, when we first went in there. But you could see him now. I mean, in the videos, if you guys are
He's
looking at our
thriving.
page,
He loves working.
he enjoys it. I mean, especially seeing the characters. He absolutely has so much fun meeting the characters.
Aw.
Um, but he knows like his job and he is so solid, in the job that he does. And he's great on rides. And there's not a lot of things that like distract him there. And I'm really happy that I took my time to get him there. And if I were to do it again, I would have done the same exact thing because I feel like he's so solid at Disney.
Yeah. That's another thing too, building up that strong foundation with dogs. Like, if you have the strong foundation, you could then take that and go do anything you want.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think that's really important that a lot of people skip over. They'd be like, oh my God, my dog is like staring up at me, healing. We're ready to take on the world. And like, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Hmm.
But just because you have one good thing happen, don't force everything else in the moment.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what I do like even with training like any kind of dog. Especially like I said a few times like I do reactivity is my main thing. Um
Hmm.
or whatever issue I have, it's always we are going to make a really strong foundation. We need to start with
Yeah.
this. And a lot of people, not even gonna lie, but a lot of people get upset because they're like, I don't need to teach my dog to sit. I just want my dog to stop doing XYZ. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but that's the whole, that's the whole thing. Like you have to build up that foundation. You have to make it really solid so that once we start
Yeah.
building, it's going to be a lot easier to get where we need to be. So yeah, I always tell people foundation is like the most important thing ever.
Sorry. I'm like fixing my camera.
No, you're okay.
It was like, it was going that way. I'm like, no.
It was like, but yeah,
Um,
slow and steady.
yes. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yes, I always tell people that.
The next thing is we shouldn't focus on handlers online. I think that's what a lot of people,
Uh,
especially like us,
yeah.
and being so
Mm-hmm.
kind of chronically online, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
handlers are chronically online. Um, I feel like a lot of people don't like, I know that they know, but I feel like it doesn't correlate or people don't correlate it to social media just being a highlight reel of everybody's journeys. And
Yep.
you may be seeing a puppy doing phenomenal, and you'd be like, oh my God, I wish my dog was like that. But you're
Yes.
probably not seeing all the clips beyond that 20 seconds. I know I just recently posted a video of violence. I know, I think I've said that a couple times already before, but like all the clips of her making mistakes, a majority of them I did not post
Yeah.
because there's a lot of judgment out there. So I do understand why people do the highlight reels, but I wish there was a little bit more transparency. Which
Yes.
I did try very hard to do, like keep it to the point where it was like not too much
Mm-hmm.
judgment to where I can handle,
Mm-hmm.
and to the point where when we did get past all those struggles, then I can kind of like push those out there a little bit more, which I have been
Yeah.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
But like it just goes for show that it's just a highlight reel. Like our social
100%.
media pages are highlight reels, and you're not seeing the mistakes, you're not seeing a lot of the like issues that we have. And I don't think everybody should be comparing your dog to, let's say, our dogs or somebody else's dogs
No, I
just because of what you
100%
see.
agree. I was definitely guilty of that. When I had Pluto and like he was growing
Oh,
up, I would see these things like, why can't he do this? And it's because I would see dogs like his age, and I'm like, okay, why? But looking back at it now, like I was going slow, and like I was going super slow, and that was okay
yeah.
because look at where we are now. I have a strong foundation, and I will say, like thinking back to it, I have like been somewhat transparent on my page, not like super transparent, but like somewhat transparent, and I got
You have,
judged. I got
yeah.
judged for it. So like there was one time where we talked about the barking where Pluto would just bark at me like at that bakery, like randomly. And
Hmm.
it wasn't randomly. Like now I know it was like a lot of demand barking and he was just being a punk. But he was entering adolescence and he was just being a brat. But I posted I think one time about it and I'm like, hey, like, does anybody have any tips? Like, like this is what's happening. Like he's barking at me in public
When they all
and
attack you.
no, not then. I was met with some support then.
Oh, good, good.
And when I was blacklisted, that was brought up. They were like, "How can a trainer not know how to fix this?" Well,
I'm going to cut you off for a second there.
yes.
I think a trainer asking for advice when they don't know something is an immediate green flag. Like, not everybody is going to know everything all at once.
No,
I know me and you, we ask questions to each other all the time.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's
I'm not
ridiculous to think that,
embarrassed.
yeah, it's ridiculous to think that everybody is going to know everything all the time.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. And that was like one of the things that people were talking about on the blacklist comments. They were just like, how could she not know? Like, she's a trainer. That's terrible. Like, this a dog's just barking. That's so simple. It's not really simple. I kind of like threw everything I had at him. But again, like we mentioned last time, like we are seeing it from one perspective. When we're dog
Yeah.
training, you're seeing it from an outside perspective. So it's a lot easier to
Hmm.
tell what's happening versus what's not happening.
Yeah,
Um,
because you're not only seeing the handler's mistakes, but you're also seeing the dog's body language and anything else that goes into it and the environment around them.
yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And also like he is my first service dog. Yes, I've trained other
Hmm.
people's service dogs, but again, I've never done the process on my own. Um, just myself, And so that's kind of the thing that is also so like negative and hard for people to be transparent because you do get judged for it and people will
Yeah,
jump on you for it. And
yeah,
even if I make a mistake, and will reference that blacklist page again. So, and again, I've admitted to this and I've already talked about this, but like I'll talk about it more. So I used to have a handle for Pluto and he would pull me. And I will admit, like, I was talking with like my mentor, but I think I misunderstood what she had explained to me. And at this point, she moved. So, like, I wasn't able to like physically be with her and like have a session with her or whatever.
hmm,
So I misunderstood. And then I was doing that and she told me like if you're not doing short period time, but maybe you shouldn't, like he's too young, da, da, da. So I stopped doing it because people were saying that that wasn't okay and I was like, okay, I like you guys are right. Like this I should
yeah,
not be doing this, da da da. Okay, so I stopped doing it and now he does a leading task that I call it leading task where he just leads me, but again, I don't hold leash or nothing. I mean, I hold a leash, but like I don't like he doesn't pull me. He just shows me where to
yeah,
go. And that was like a whole big thing. Like I wasn't allowed to make that mistake. And like that whole thing is like I have like a scarlet letter on me now because people are like, "Oh, that's awful. Like,
I
how
can't.
dare she? Like, she doesn't know anything." Like, no, I didn't know that. Like, it sounds like stupid, but no, I didn't really know that. I didn't think that it was that horrible to do, if that makes sense. Um,
Yeah. Well, when
but
you don't know things, I mean, you can't like think about, you know, what the pros and cons of it are going to be. But then when somebody tells you, and then you fix a mistake, and then you go forward with like that thought in your mind, that's what's like good. If you
mhm.
continue doing the mistake, then it'd be like, okay, now there's a problem.
Yeah, I know, and I agree. Yeah, like okay, people are gonna make mistakes, and that's another thing. And um, I do have people that clients that have met me via social media, and I work with them now, and they tell me the same thing. Like I don't post anything because how the
Yeah,
community is.
yeah,
I won't say who they are or anything, but yeah, they're like I don't post anything because of the community, and it's been multiple ones that have said that to me,
yeah,
and it's just like sad and unfortunate because like other people could learn from it, like other people might have this like issue,
yeah,
other people might do it, and like I made a mistake. Oh well, let's move on. I don't do that anymore. Let's move on
yeah,
from it, but it's just one of those parts of the community that it's like you messed up and that's who you are forever. And like there's
hmm,
like no going back from it.
yeah. Going off of that, I when I have clients too, I can post them online. I can make an account for my dog training. I don't because I don't want any clients to get attacked with
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
volume of hate that I get on my page. And I think it's ridiculous because it could truly help so many people, you know?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I totally agree. 100%. And it's just one of those things where people are in the community are really quick to judge. And it's
Yeah,
like the thing is, especially with this community, the thing is that like we already talked about this, like probably on all the ones that we've done so far, but everyone has different needs. Every single dog
Hmm.
is different. Like there is no path that is going to be exactly the same. Even if you are the same person and get another dog, your path is
Yeah.
not going to be the same. Like it's
No,
different
every dog's
every
different.
single time. Yeah. And I think that's what people don't understand. I've trained multiple service dogs. I've trained thousands of regular dogs. I don't want to say regular dog, pets, whatever, you know? Um, and I've trained hundreds of reactivity dogs, like hundreds since COVID, like when everyone started adopting dogs and dogs weren't getting socialized because
Oh
of
my
COVID.
gosh. Yeah.
2021 for me was a boom year and I was booked solid for a long time. And yeah, it's hard. So I think people are like, because you trained that many dogs, you should know what to do. And it's like, no, I know what to do with the
Yeah.
reactive dog. I definitely know what to do with the reactive dog. I know what to do with service dogs and how to train them, but there are some things that I'm not going to know. And that's part of me being transparent. I will be completely honest about that. Now I know,
Yeah.
and I don't do that anymore. And now we're gonna,
Exactly.
like learn something else, like it just
Yeah.
happens.
I feel like people shouldn't linger on certain things when they
I
hold a
totally
grudge
agree.
against the person. It's just,
Yeah, and then it
it's
turns
so
into
ridiculous.
like a game of like telephone where then like,
Oh my
different
God.
lies are
Yeah.
brought up and different things and da 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 da. And then just to
Hmm.
like add on like something stupid too, like judgment wise in the community. Part of the comments of the blacklist post was judging the fact that I said Pluto was alerting me to the bubbles.
Oh my,
I don't think people really understood that was a joke. And
clearly they
even
didn't. That one
so,
made me laugh.
yeah, they were like, how could you train a dog to alert you for bubbles? Like, well,
I mean,
you
you
can't.
could. What if somebody was allergic to bubbles? Like to
Yeah.
soak in
Or like
bubbles?
scared, like they had bubble phobia. Like, you don't know
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But I would just like to say on that topic, we talked about Pluto having like some reactivity issues, like some genetic stuff, whatever. I kind of
Hmm.
started to teach him like if something looks spooky or weird or random or whatnot, you're gonna tell me about it and then we're gonna move forward and I'm gonna reward you and we're
Yeah,
gonna move on.
yeah,
So it could be he was doing that. It could be he saw someone talking or heard someone talking and I had no idea what was happening and then he alerted. I just thought it was funny that like the bubbles just appeared and he's like, "Mom," and like I thought that was really funny. But yeah, they jumped on me for that too. And I'm like, you guys, it's not a big deal. They're just
yeah. No, it really
bubbles.
isn't. I think I feel, it would be hilarious if I did that the next time I was at. I go to these places called the Lunar Fair, and they have a bubble
Yeah.
witch. And I don't know
Oh
if you
my
know this.
God.
I think you know this,
No.
but Fidget's obsessed with bubbles.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
He loves his bubbles,
That's so
and
funny.
that's like the one thing that he has a really hard time controlling himself around. And he does.
Mm.
He does it very
Mm.
well. But I let him go. Not let him go, but like I let him have fun at the
I
Lunar Fair
love
because he's kind
that.
of like a little celebrity there. Um,
Aw.
and like it would be really funny to do a video just saying, "Look at my dog alerting to the bubbles. He knows where each and every one of them are."
It's just it's not that serious.
I know. It's so
There are
dumb.
so many other people out there that are like actually faking their dogs and faking
Yeah.
tasks and faking all kinds of stuff that bubbles should not be your biggest issue.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, we got a nose
Oh
coming
my
in.
gosh. Well, hello.
Who's that?
He's like half blurred out and then half not blurred out. Oh, there we go.
He just fell on my face.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Is he alerting you? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. He just wants snuggles.
Oh, okay. I was
He's
like,
got a
do we need
chronic
to take a
snuggle
break?
problem.
Do we need to take a break because we're alerting? Um,
No, he's just got chronic snuggle problems.
I love that. I love that. But anyways, okay, so like we kind of went on a tangent. What's our next point? Like I think I would say if you
Um,
want to be transparent, be transparent.
yeah.
Just know
But like,
there's going to be negativity
yeah.
regardless of whatever you do. If you
Hmm.
don't feel like you can
Come
handle
here.
that, don't post that. Find your group of friends, like I found Dakota, and say, hey, here's a video of my dog doing XYZ. I really need some help. I don't know how to fix it. Don't know how to work on it. Like, and then go from there. You don't need to post everything on social media the way that maybe we do.
Yeah.
Um, and if you're not comfortable, that's okay. You don't have to do that either. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I 100% agree with that.
Yay.
I think, um, sorry, I'm like reading our notes real quick,
No, you're good. You're
but
good.
you should always give yourself and your dog a break. I feel like we touched on it a little bit for each
Yes.
topic, but I feel it's important to know
Oh,
that
yeah.
you take a break.
I took straight up like a 2, 3 week break with Pluto. I don't think a lot of people know that. He was okay. Again, I've talked about he's so headstrong, and like I want that because with a psychiatric dog, you need a dog that's like headstrong.
Yeah,
So
persistent.
it's like ugh, you gotta like balance that out. But anyways, so when he was going through his true adolescence, because there's a point for like maybe a month that the dogs will like really be like uncontrollable because of their hormones.
Yeah, yeah,
I just couldn't, like, he just was not listening to me. And I was just like getting so upset. And um, I remember talking because I didn't know or I didn't think we could take a break. I thought we had to just keep going. Um,
yeah.
and my mentor and I talked to her. She goes, maybe you should take a break. And she told me, and I tell people now is it's good to take a break because eventually, like if you keep pushing this rebellious teen, they're gonna eventually
Hmm.
not want to listen to you, which if you know
Yes,
teenagers in real life, that's 100% true.
yeah,
So
100%.
the more you push, the more rebellious he's going to be. The more rebellious he's going to be, the less of a bond and relationship you guys are going to
Hmm.
have. And it's
Yeah,
just going to get worse because you're pushing, he's pushing, like you should take a break. And
yeah,
I was like, okay, say less.
yeah.
And we took a break. And yeah, I think it was like 2, 3 weeks. I didn't really do much training with him. Like I did a little bit, but like it was more so
Just enough to
training.
keep it up.
Yeah, stuff. I wouldn't do any tasks. I took a break from tasks completely, but like basics, I was like, okay, sit before you go outside, sit before you come inside.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Just
sit
basic
before
manners
your
and
food.
stuff.
Yeah, like just like literally like that little, and I would let him go outside and like run around and do his thing. And if we were going on walks, I would not do structured walks. I'm like, do whatever you want right now. I'm just
Yeah,
not in the mood.
yeah. I felt that. With Dega, I actually took about a year off
Oh
of his training.
wow.
Like we still did his tasks and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
kept it up and whatnot, but like from go so I okay. So this is a huge story with Dega, but
Yeah.
a lot of people were telling me that I was failing him and he wasn't doing well and blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and that got to me. Like it
Mm-hmm.
got to me hard because this was my second dog after Fidget, so that the one that I was training myself
Yeah.
after learning with Fidget and after learning like all my mistakes with Fidget and stuff and fixing those.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I didn't have anybody like helping me or guiding me with anything. So when Dega came to me with genetic anxiety, it was hard. It was really hard mentally because I knew that he could do it based on like his enthusiasm to working and enthusiasm to working for me.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of like struggles and a lot of things he was afraid of. Like he couldn't see a person without tucking his tail and running under my legs, or he
Oh.
couldn't. There was a one video I have where we were in the park at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and there's this one guy that was running, like not super close, but he was running,
Just
and
jogging,
Dago was
yeah.
just like, yeah, he was shaking. His tail was under his legs,
Oh.
like it was not good. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure you're never gonna make it out to be a service dog at that point. But he was only
Oh.
like 3 months old then. But it kept
Yeah.
persisting, and it was a couple people that were doing it, but there's like this one fly that came through the window and it's bothering me.
You're fine.
But no, but his genetic anxiety, it just kept persisting and stuff. And these people were just saying like you're failing him, you're not taking him to enough places, and you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And I'm like, but I'm listening to the dog in front of me. Like, how is that a
Mm-hmm.
problem? Like, you don't
Yeah.
live with this dog every day.
No.
You didn't see how he couldn't even play with a squeaky toy, or he didn't
Yeah.
even know how to like interact with a bone because it terrified him so much. And it got to me, and like I had to feel like you can't let these things get to you. Like, if you need to take a break off, do it. So I
Yeah.
have one amazing friend. Her name's Brittany, and she's got a dog named Lumos, who's the other collie that I meet up with all the time. And she's seen Dega since he was a puppy to where he is now. And even like one of the first meetups after Dega's like long hiatus of training and stuff, and where he was like slowly working back in, we went to a new place for the first time. And Dega does he does well in new environments, but it takes him a second to get used to it, which is why he's like part time and he only goes to places I frequent a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
I was testing it. I was testing our boundaries with this meetup, and
Oh,
we went to IKEA, which is there's a lot of new things, a lot of
yeah.
people,
Absolutely.
sounds, and there was a siren that went off in the middle of the meetup, and I have a
Mm.
video that like I wanted to cry because he just sat there staring at me like I'm here, but
Oh my God, I love
it was
that.
amazing. But like even she was like, that is
Oh,
not the same dog that I saw
no, I love
last
that.
time. And I was
Yeah,
like, yeah.
and I think that's the you highlighted that perfectly. Like you're looking at the dog and listening to the dog in front of you. And
Hmm.
I think a lot of people think that and that's why I ask for advice because I want to hear other people's opinion, but sometimes when like I get unwarranted opinions, it's like you're
Yeah.
not seeing the dog that I see. Like you're seeing some points of this dog online, but you're not like actually
Well,
truly there.
another thing is the person that was saying this to me and like to other people around me was somebody who knew Dega, who has seen Dega.
Oh.
Like, yeah, yeah, we were friends and stuff,
Oh my
and
God.
she did contribute to his fear of basketballs and like bouncing balls and stuff. I can show you that video later, but that's not a video for the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, no.
Um, for
Uh,
but yeah, no, it was really really horrible, and it really did get into my head, and I wasn't doing well. Super well, I'm not doing well health wise now either, but like really wasn't doing well health wise then, and so people's words just easily got caught up in like the reality I was facing, and it was just like, am I doing right by him? And it makes you contradict things, and I think it's really important to separate people and their opinions and their judgments, whether they're warranted or not, and what you're looking at, what you're working with your dog. Like, I feel like the main priority, especially with working with Dega, is to make sure he's having fun and to make sure that he's not scared.
hmm
And that's what he was doing with me when I finally stopped listening to all these people. Like, it was finally really fun. It was finally like, okay, there's a scared thing going here. You're going to look at me and we're going to work through it and we're going to pass by it and it's going to be great. And that's
Yeah.
what we've been doing.
hmm hmm Yeah. And again, every dog's different, every person's
Mm-hmm.
different. Like, just because one thing worked with you doesn't mean it's going to work for another person. And
Yep.
it's definitely okay to offer advice and give help. Um, but offering advice and giving help is not the same thing as judging and putting somebody down. Although it
Yeah.
might look like the same to other people, it's definitely not.
No.
Um, because it's not okay. Like, yeah, I felt some kind of way when people were like judging me about, you're a trainer, you should know how to do this, and that added so much anxiety to me because I'm like
Mm-hmm.
dealing with, oh my God, am I gonna wash him because of, the horse thing? Am I gonna wash him because, of the character thing? Like, is he not gonna be able to go to Disney? And then it's like, but I'm a dog trainer. Like, people are gonna like start saying like, oh my God, she doesn't know what she's doing and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all these negative,
It's
things, comments
horrible.
stay in your mind. And it sucks. Like it's not okay, especially you're already dealing with like your health issues. Okay? So for
Yeah.
me specifically, I was dealing with my depression, my anxiety, I was dealing with grief because my one of my dogs that I absolutely loved passed away. And so I was dealing with all those things. I was dealing with work, with regular life stuff, and having to train this dog. And then that added pressure of like social media, people are saying like, well, you should know how to do this.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing this wrong. Well, da 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 da. And just people like just attacking others for using tools for, like which I think is so stupid and like could be a different whole other like podcast topic and whatnot. But
Oh
like,
my God. Yeah.
I definitely can like rant about that forever. Um, but it's everybody's different. There's no need to judge. There's no need to do any of those things. Like it's it, it's just unfortunate that that's what's happening and that's what's going
Yeah.
on.
It's really, really sad because it does, like, there's amazing dogs out there that
Mm,
are just going through struggles that you can overcome and you can face. It just takes a little bit of time, consistency, and patience and love. And unfortunately, there's so many people online that tear down these handlers with dogs that just need a little bit more time. And it's sad because the dogs could have did extremely well, but instead, people online had to ruin that.
I agree. I totally agree. I will say one of the people that saw me being transparent and like changed their viewpoint on that was I don't know the whole username. I just know the dog's name, the Roddy named Mowgli.
Oh,
Um,
my Roddy Mowgli.
my Roddy, there we go. My Roddy Mowgli. Handler's super nice, super sweet. Has always been really nice to me. And she actually, shouted me out one time and was like, thanks to you, I feel like I could talk about this. Like, I feel like I could tell
That's
people, like,
awesome.
my dog used to be X, Y, and Z. I don't know the exact thing, so I'm not going to say it so I don't put anything out there. But, my dog used to have X, Y, and Z. And because of you, like, I can talk about it and I feel comfortable and, whatever. And so like it's like it helps people. Like, like it helps
Yeah,
other people like being transparent and being supportive about someone that's being transparent. Like you don't have to be,
yeah,
rude about it. Like you just gotta like say, hey, maybe that wasn't the best, but hey, you learned, you moved on, and that's okay. Who cares?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
your dog's good now.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. I feel like a lot of people, unless it's like dangerous or
mhm,
it's a pattern,
mhm.
just keep scrolling. You don't need to judge people.
You
Like,
don't. No. No. It's
horrible.
and you're never gonna make anybody happy, like everybody happy. So
Yeah, and
just
also, I feel like people don't realize your comment online isn't going to be actually implemented. Like, it's not law. I feel like some people comment like demanding things and then they're
oh
like
yeah.
mad because you didn't follow exactly what they said. And I'm like, are you a professional trainer? Like, do you work with my dog every single day? Is this 4 second clip bothering you so much? Like, what?
I'm gonna just zip my lip on this one. But yes, I agree.
Yeah.
There's lots I could
Oh,
say,
yeah.
but I'm not
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah. No, same.
Anyways, next topic.
I think we like blew through everything today, unless you have anything else to add.
Um, I don't know. I mean, if we're talking about people getting puppies, or looking for puppies or like just handler tips, I would just say like the slow and steady is the best one. Don't focus on people online.
Yeah.
Connect with your dog. That's the biggest thing is connect with your dog. Don't force it. Like
Yeah. Create
I've
a
been,
really good trust between you and your dog.
yeah, yeah. And like Pluto has taught me, not that I wasn't. So, I do balance and positive reinforcement training. Like, I do kind of like a mix of both, because, balance training has such a negative connotation because people that do compulsion training use balance as like yeah,
Yeah.
so like it's balance and positive reinforcement.
I do the
Because of
same.
Pluto, I feel like I'm leaning a lot more to positive. And because honestly, I tried a lot of techniques on him and I still try a lot of techniques on him because I want to see what works and I know my
Yeah.
dog and whatnot. And so because of that, I feel like been a huge change in behavior in the dogs that I work with and all that stuff. So like, I think that um playing with your dog, making it fun, like we kind of mentioned, like that's a huge thing. And I think like that's how I got Pluto out of a lot of things, like the nervous things, for him is just I got a toy out, we started playing, and then boom, he was done. And that's how I
Yeah.
rewarded him sometimes too. Like he did something like fabulous or amazing, boom, here's your toy. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Um, I think those things, I think maybe not knowing you can have fun with your dog is one of the things. Your dog doesn't have to be like serious, doesn't have to be not a statue, a robot, like it's have fun. Like yes, you see
I feel
Pluto.
like I'm sorry to cut you off, but I
It's
feel like
okay.
we can connect that with like the service dog community rules and do an entire episode off
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
100%. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because they say your dog has to be X, Y, and Z, and it's like, look, I I think Pluto, like, okay, the bathroom thing. Um, that's another thing people are upset about, or some people are, um, and then there's some people in the background that message me and ask me about it and how did I do that and can I help them? Uh, but
Oh,
you know, people are like, that's not a task. You're just doing it for fun and da 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 da. No. Pluto, okay. I started doing that because I had the worst time trying to get him to heal. That was probably one of the worst things I had to deal with him. I did, I threw everything at him,
mhm.
everything at him. And it took me a really long time to get him to a good heal. So when he
Really
wants,
phenomenal.
thank you. When he wants to use the restroom or go sniff a relief area, that's his favorite thing to do anywhere we go. Okay. So I started noticing that when he has to use the restroom, um, or when he wants to just go sniff, he'll pull me and I can't get him to go back into the heel position. So I started learning that. And then I started learning he obviously knew like, let's go potty. I'm trying to whisper it because he's here. But I told him like his word, like, okay, we're gonna use the restroom. And he would automatically know. Like I noticed, like, oh, he kind of knows where to go. I first did it at the mall we would usually work at, and I'm like, oh, he kind of knows where to go. And then I started trying it, just like I was like, okay, let's do it. Like, okay, we're at the car. Do you want to go? Let's go. And then he would take me. And so that's how the leading
That is
task was
awesome.
was born because I want him to find Kevin, my husband, if we get separated. I want him to take me out of buildings, if I get anxious or whatever. I want him to help me find my car. Well, that one was added in because he can find things for me. But I want him to help me find my car. I want him to help me find a chair if I need to sit down and like have a DPT. Um,
Yeah.
and so like all of those, I need to be able to, obviously, like I can't be like, halfway passed out, like, because he's not doing guide work, he's just leading me. So I have to
Yeah.
be able to navigate him if I need to navigate him. Um, so when I noticed that he knew where the relief areas were, it like first it was downtown Disney. Like that was the first time I tried it from like one of the exits to next to the Pixar Hotel. And I didn't record it that first time. And my friend that was with me, she's like, you should have recorded it. I'm like, I know. Um, but I told him like, okay, let's go to the restroom or whatever his word is. And he took me. And I was like, what the, like, how do you know how to get from, and it's like a 5 minute walk. It's not like right
Yeah.
outside. It's a 5 minute walk. And
Yeah.
I was like, how do you know this? That's so crazy. So then I started saying, this is how I'm going to get him and us to have better communication while we're tasking. And like if I need him to get around things or if we need to go a different direction because something's closed, like this is how we're going to do it. Um, so that's how it was kind of born. And now at Disney, I've been challenging him more and more to do it further and further. Um, because I want him to get really good at it because when I do need him, he's going to be able to do it.
That's
So
amazing.
he's done it from the entrance of Disney, like right when you scan your ticket. He's done it from there to the I always mess up this name. It's Jolly Holiday. I always flip them. Um, so he's done it from the opening to there without, anything. He's done it through crowds. He's also done it from Pirates of the Caribbean to the Holly Jolliday. I did it again. The Jolly Holiday. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain flips them. It's so annoying. Um, so he's done it from there, like he I think that that's like a really cool thing that he does. And
That's
then
amazing.
that last video that we did about the leading task was when he took me to the first aid restroom. Oops. Um, I really had no idea he was going to take me there. We have never practiced it going there. And I think because we were on the right side of the street instead of the left side, he was like, "Oh, I got to go to this one's closer." So like for me, I'm like, how do you process that? Because
Yeah,
I thought he was going to cross the street and go to the one we normally go to. And he was like, "Nope, we're going this way." And I'm like, "How do you know that? Like, how?"
it's probably the smell
Oh
too.
no, I think it's the smell. Because if you notice in the video,
He's
um,
smelling. He's sniffing it out.
he's looking through the doors because I think what we've done before, and I realize is we've gone through some of the stores and cut through. And I think he was doing that, but
Oh,
I think when he was looking, he couldn't smell it more this in the inside. He smells it more on the outside, and that's why he stuck to the outside. Otherwise, I think he would have gone
oh,
inside.
wow. That would have been really interesting to see.
I'll have to do another video
That's
and like kind of
amazing.
explain that. Oh, I know. I was just like, what the heck? I didn't realize until after I watched it when I knew where he was going. I was like, that's why he was like looking like he wanted to go, but then like he wouldn't go because I wasn't
Yeah,
stopping him. Like, I'm like, I'm gonna follow you wherever you want to go. Um, and so, yeah, and he took me there. At first, when we turned, when the building ended and we turned, I thought we were going to go to the one in front of the Plaza Inn because I'm like, okay, that's like the
yeah.
same distance as the other one. But then he kept turning and I'm like, I am really shocked that you brought me here. Like, I had
That
no
is
clue you were going to bring me here. And
so cool.
we don't typically go to that relief area. The last time we went to that relief area was when we first did the fireworks, which was
That was a while ago.
that was a while ago. Like that was like
Yeah,
2, 3 months ago. That was before summer because um that was like in May when we got our May or June when we got our pass. So like that was a long we have not been there since then. And he was like, "Okay, we're going here." I know. It's
wow.
so impressive. Like
It
I didn't
is.
you guys, I didn't really teach him this. He just He just does it. And so I use it because he likes to go to the relief areas. And I will tell you, he's a butthead when it comes to going to the bathroom. Like he will make me go to every relief area. Oh my God. Let me tell you our routine. Oh my God. This is the one thing that I really like annoys the bejesus out of me. Okay. I will take him to our backyard, not dressed. Okay. Like we'll just go to the bathroom in the backyard. Okay. You got to pee, poop, whatever. Cool. I will get him dressed and then I will take him to the front yard because typically when I put his vest on, he's like, I gotta poop. And I'm like, okay. So we do the backyard, he gets dressed, we go to the front yard, he poops. I don't know how this dog knows or how this dog does it. I really don't. I don't know how to explain it. He will poop halfway. He will just do half of his poop. Okay. He holds it until we get to our destination. And then he will want to go sniff to find the perfect spot to poop. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's annoying. And I'm going to tell you what happened at Disney that I really was just like, for no, no, no more. So we went to Disney in the afternoon. Um, oh, it was for his birthday. Okay, it was for his birthday. So I did my routine. We go to the backyard, you get dressed, go to the front yard, go to the bathroom. Okay. We get there. There's one that we go to that's by the parking structure. Okay, we went there. Um, I think he went like two little drops of poop, picked it up, whatever. Okay, we go inside. He wanted to go to his favorite relief area. We went there, nothing. Didn't go to the bathroom.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
We Oh no, sorry. That was when we saw Pluto. So we saw Pluto, then we went to the first aid. Okay, then we were walking and I could tell like I could just tell now like the way if he walks too much forward when he's in a heel, I know he has to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, "Okay, let's go again." So I took him again. No, nothing. Okay. So we crossed over to California Adventure and we went to the relief area by Soren. Nothing. He couldn't go to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh my God. But I could tell he had to go. And this had been hours already since his first
Oh
poop.
my
So I'm
gosh.
like, how do you hold it? How do you poop halfway,
He's
hold
like,
it,
I
and then go
must
later?
find the perfect place.
Oh my God. That's honestly, that's one of the most annoying things about him because it's like never the perfect place. So then we went to the secondary bathroom that they have by the aerial ride. And he's like, nope, I'm not gonna go. Like he had to go, but I'm like, no, we're gonna stay here and you're gonna poop and you're gonna do it now. And then we're gonna go and enjoy the rest of the night. And he was just like doing a circle and like I'm like, no, you need to go now. Like I didn't want him to have an accident because then I mean, he's never had an accident, thank God, knock on wood, whatever. But I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not gonna like, no, we're not, especially at Disney. I am not having an accident here. Like this place is like top tier, you know? Um, so I stayed there and I'm like, no, go. Like I kind of forced him to go to the bathroom. It sounds terrible, but I'm like, go, go, go. And then he
Yeah. Well,
finally
he has to.
pooped.
He's just being stubborn.
Yeah. That's the one thing I hate about him. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I hate that about him. I wish he would just be like, okay, gotta go. Boom, we'll go. But no, he has to find the right spot and it has to be the right temperature and it has to be the right position and the wind has to be blowing a certain direction. Like, oh my God, this dog is like
He needs a crown. He needs
he
like one of those little tiny
he's
crowns on his head.
such a diva when it comes to going to the bathroom. Like he won't go, okay, he won't go on dirt. He won't go on the concrete. Which I'm glad doesn't go on the concrete. I don't want him to. But he won't go on dirt, won't go on concrete. He will only go on grass or mulch.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a picky one.
Luckily, though, last time we went to Lowe's, we were doing a session and I think he really had to go and he couldn't hold it anymore. And pee's different than poop. Poop is a lot more annoying, but pee's a little different. Um,
Hmm.
he went, there was dirt, he peed on the dirt, and I was like, thank God, now he's gonna learn to pee on dirt because sometimes I can't find the perfect spot for him to go, like grass. Um,
Yeah.
I'm like, you just need to learn to go on dirt as well because sometimes there's not grass, my friend,
Oh my gosh.
or
I love
mulch.
him.
Yeah, he won't go on, it's mulch or grass is the only type of place he will go to the bathroom.
He
He's
is something else.
No, he really is. Like really truly is. But yeah, that's some of our tidbits with this dog. Everything else is fine, but you know the so that's why the leading task for me is fun and exciting because he has fun. He likes to go to the relief areas. When we have longer days at Disney, he'll like, play around a little bit in there and I let him like I don't care, like take a break.
Yeah.
Um and maybe that's another one that we talked about is somebody got blacklisted for their service dog playing inside of a pet friendly store it was a
Yes.
pet store.
I someone commented on I think it was either your video or my video or something we
Yeah.
collaborated on. It was
Yeah, yeah,
one of
yeah.
those things. And it's sad because like why? You're allowed to have fun with your dog. There's nothing in the ADA that says you can't have fun with your
Yeah.
dog. Like
It's your
they
dog
just
has to be
have to
under
be under
control.
control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if your dog's under control, then what's the problem?
What's yeah, exactly. What is the problem? I what was it? I posted a video a couple of years ago. It was wow, it was a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
And it was a joke basically saying like, "Oh, someone blacklists me." And I was at American Dream Mall, which is pet friendly, and I was blowing bubbles to Fidget. And he was catching the bubbles right then and there. And people were like, "Oh my god, you can't do that." I'm like, "And is where
It's
where
under
is
control. Yeah.
yeah, where's the ADA law that says I cannot play with bubbles with my dog?" Like, I see under control. He's under control. If I wanted him to stop and still blow bubbles in his face, he would.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's pet friendly. So
Why is that such a big deal?
exactly, it's not like he was running around causing mayhem, jumping on tables and eating other people's food and stuff. Like,
Peeing or
no.
pooping, barking. Those
Exactly,
are all
exactly.
indicators of breaking the law, not
Yeah.
playing with the bubble. It's almost like just playing with a toy.
Yeah, exactly.
He just enjoys the bubbles. Okay, let's have fun with
Yeah,
bubbles.
with the toy thing too, with Dega, that's how I got his retrieval so well, is playing with toys. So I would take a tug toy and
Hmm.
throw it on the ground, and he would fetch it and bring it back to me. And retrievals is basically fetch. So
Yeah,
I want him to have fun while doing it out in public, and that's the way I did
absolutely.
it. And people were like, "You can't do that. You can't play fetch with your
Yeah,
dog." And I'm like, "This is a foundation to a very important task that I need."
yeah.
So I don't know what the problem is here, but it's
Fun
ridiculous.
fact and side note to that, Pluto can't hold anything. No, let me rephrase that. He won't hold anything.
That's that is fidget. He refuses. I feel like he's a germaphobe half
He's a
the time.
brat. No, but like he'll grab, okay. He'll grab my leash, he'll grab my medication bag, he'll grab my phone, he'll grab a water bottle. Like he can grab these things. But like when I ask him to hold, he won't. He just holds
Yeah,
it
he
for a
drops
second
it.
and drops it. Like he doesn't want to do it. And I'm like,
Aw.
I really wish you'd hold. I feel like that's a golden trait that you should have. He just won't
Aw.
do it. So I've given up on that, but it makes me really sad because like I really wish he could hold stuff because it would
Mm.
look so
That's
cute.
that's why she will not hold anything in her mouth. And like if this is her glitch in life, if I drop the leash and I want her to just stay for like a downstairs or whatever, no. The leash cannot be touching the ground at all. It must be in my hand. She will get up, grab the leash, and like start forcefully like shoving it into my leg. Like, you need this right now. You need to take the leash. And I'm
Mom, you
like,
dropped
I don't
something.
want it. So literally, and then she keeps going and going and going, and I'm like, I do not want it.
I love that so much. She's like, Mom.
Yeah, she's like, take it now, or else like it's
I
almost as
love
if she's
that.
having like a mini like panic attack about it, but she's not like panicking.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, no, I
it's like,
know.
you can't not have the leash. Like, take it now. Like, oh, I'm like, dude, relax, lay
She's
down
like,
on the
hey, you
ground.
dropped it.
Yeah, the leash will
She
be fine.
enjoys
Like,
it.
even when we're doing tricks and stuff, if I drop the leash, she'll stop in the middle of the trick and she'll be like, that's not supposed to be there. I'm gonna grab that for you. You're gonna hold it, and then we're gonna restart
I
this."
love her. She's so funny.
I
I
love her
love
too.
that. Yeah, no, that
Um,
I got Pluto to do the leash pickup and he did not really care about it at the beginning, but now he really enjoys doing it. He has fun.
that's awesome. Aw.
I cut you off. What were you
Well,
gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think that's pretty much about it today. I think we're running out of time.
Okay.
Um,
That was a
but
lot of
yeah,
good
no,
info.
it was a lot of good info. Um, but to recap everything, make
Yes.
sure you're always going at your dog's pace. Do not focus on other handlers online. It's not worth it. Just focus
No.
on the dog in front of you. Mistakes will happen. They can
Yes.
and will happen. Um, don't worry or overthink them. Just, take the mistake into account, assess the situation, and rework it from there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a big one is give both you and your dog a break so that you don't like end up having burnout for you and for
Absolutely.
your dog.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you're comfortable with it, even online or just with your friends or with somebody you trust or with your trainer, talk about your struggles and be transparent about them, because it's an important part of you and your dog's journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Absolutely.
think that was pretty much all we talked about
I love
today.
that. I love that. I think that was a really good list for
Yes.
people that are whether you're new or in the community already. I think that that was a good little list. And I would
Mm-hmm.
also want to add is ask for help if you need help.
Yes.
There are
I
people
know.
that will definitely help out.
Yeah.
A lot of people maybe or some people might not want to, but there's definitely people out there that will help you.
Yeah, I know our messages are always open. I might not
Hmm.
see everything, but I do try to.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
but yeah,
Yeah. So that was awesome.
it
And if
really
you guys
was.
want to like DM us, you can DM us. We got an email now, and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of ways to
Mhm.
reach us.
We
Um,
have a request thing, so you can send in any
yes.
topic requests, anything you
Mm-hmm.
specifically want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, I think that was
Yeah.
episode 3 of the Golden Sheltie Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And we have a lot more stuff coming to you next week. So tune
So
in next
excited.
week. Send us your questions, your requests, your comments, whatever. And we'll start featuring people on here.
Yes.
All right. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.